This is session number 33. We are going to discuss about isometric. Isometric means what? Isometric is a totally different way and easiest way to represent a three-dimensional object in 2D. Okay, so before entering into the isometric, let us discuss what we are doing till now. We are doing only the orthographic projection. What is orthographic projection? Let us discuss now. You are seeing a small staircase, or you can say a step. Okay, if I want to fabricate such a things, or if I want to build a staircase like this, what I have to do? I have to draw the diagram for manufacturing this. So I need to draw the front view, top view, side view. So we are drawing like this. Okay, so this is called an orthographic projection. Drawing the front view, top view, side view of the component is called orthographic projection. This is what we are doing as of now, drawing lines and circles, everything. Okay, so now we are moving into the isometric. Then what is the difference between the orthographic and isometric? Generally, we have two types of projection. One is orthographic projection, another one is isometric projection. Projection in the sense we can say a view of the component. Okay, so how we are viewing the component? So orthographic view or orthographic projection in the sense the component front view, top view, side view, we are representing or we are keeping in a systematic manner to show details of the components. Okay, this is called orthographic. So can you imagine the component, how it will look like in a real shape? We need a technical knowledge for that. So how to interpret this top view, side view, front view and imagine as a three-dimensional component? This needs a technical knowledge. Okay, if I show like this is easiest way and easy to understandable by everyone. So this is called isometric projection, or I can say isometric view. Okay, this is the isometric view of the component. The same component, it is drawn as a front view, top view, side view in a systematic manner of orthographic projection. By comparing these two, the isometric view will give an immediate idea, a clear idea of the component, right? So you may think that if it is isometric view is very simple, easy to understand, then why we need for orthographic, right? So we are going to give the answer for this. Before going for this, let us detailedly say what is meant by these two types of view. First, orthographic projection is nothing but representing a component in two dimension like front view, top view, side view. There we will give entire information of the components. Similarly, isometric projection is also a 2D. That means representing a three-dimensional object in a 2D way. Okay, imagine this is not a 3-dimension, this is 2-dimension only. 3-dimension representation, not 3-dimension drawing. Okay, right. You can see here. So this is called front view, top view, side view of a small house. So how the real house will look like? So we need to imagine. Okay, if I show like this, it is very clear for you how it will look like. Okay, let me show some more example. Now I have shown a 6 small components, the front view, top view, side view of 6 components. Can you imagine how the component will look like? For example, let me take an example of component number 6. So this is a front view, top view, side view, and you can say the component number 5. This is a front view, top view, side view. So this is the front view, top view, side view of some component. Then how it will really look like in 3-dimension? Can you imagine? For that we need a technical knowledge, engineering knowledge. If I show like this, it is very easy to understandable by everyone, whether you are technical or not technical, everybody can understand the isometric drawing. So you may get again the question is why we need orthographic if isometric is very simple and easy understandable way for everybody, right? I'm going to give you the answer for this. Imagine I have shown a small isometric drawing. It has 3 faces. Okay, so is this drawing having entire information of the component to build or to fabricate? I have small doubt here. There is a cut here. I don't know the details of this cut, whether this cut is entirely throughout the object, we don't know. Is there any other cut or whole backside of this component? We don't know. Isometric means we will show only the visible edges. Okay. The same drawing, if I represent in orthographic, it will give you the entire information. See the details of the component. So this is a top view, front view, side view. So in the front view, you can see the hidden lines. So the hidden lines represents the cut. The cut is throughout the body. So orthographic view will have an entire information of the object to fabricate, to build, but isometric will not have. Okay. So if you want to fabricate something, if you want to build something, you need an orthographic. So in the orthographic only we will have entire information, but isometric will have a limited information, but easily we can understand how the real component will look like. Okay. Let me show some more example. See, this is another example of a engineering drawing. Okay. Apart from the drawing, there are a lot of informations are given here for the fabrication purpose. Okay. Similarly, here you can see these sectional views also. Okay. So these informations of sectional views, how it will look like inside. So what is the interior details of this component? We can see here in orthographic only, not in isometric. So we are following some systematic manner called ISO standards. In orthographic, we will represent all the information. In isometric, we will have a limited information to understand easily. Okay, right. So next, how to draw such a isometric drawing. Okay, imagine in front of you, you have a small components. How many faces can you see on the component? You can see maximum 3 faces. Okay, so those 3 faces we are going to represent. This is the idea of isometric. Okay, right. So imagine, so this is the top face of the component. Okay, this is left side face and the right side face. Mostly we are going to show these 3 faces of any component. Okay, we are focusing on these vertex points. Okay, right. So we are going to follow some angles. So this is called orthographic angle. We know 0, 90, 180, 270. In orthographic projections, all the lines will come X, Y, Z only. Now in isometric, we are not going to use this 0 degree and 180 degree. Instead of this 0 and 180, or otherwise I can say, instead of x-axis line, we are going to draw some inclined line in the direction of 30 degree from the x-axis. So I can say 30, 150, 210, 330 is the additional angle we are going to use in isometric. Okay, so indirectly I am going to tell you, in isometric we should not use x-axis. That means what? There is no horizontal line. All the horizontal lines will be drawn in the angle of 30 degree with positive x-axis and negative x-axis. So listen here. So we are going to draw all the x-axis in the inclination of 30 degrees. Okay, so that the object will look like a three-dimensional in 2D. Okay, right. So some important things we need to remember before going to draw the isometric. Okay, the first thing, no 0 or 180 degree lines. This is what I said, no x-axis lines. Instead of x-axis, we use 30, 150, 210, 330. Okay. Second, no circle and arc should be used in isometric. Instead of the circle and arc, if you want to draw any curvature, we will go for ellipse command. You can see here, this is the top view of this component. This is a circle, but if you see here, this is not a circle. This seems to be elliptical shapes. Okay. Frequently, we may use F5 key, function key F5 for shifting the isometric faces from top, right, left. Okay. Then last status of the isometric is we will draw only a visible edges in isometric. That means what? In orthographic, you can see there is a hidden lines. Hidden lines means what? There is some edges is hidden inside. So this hidden line represents the details of this hidden edges. But in isometric, we will not show any hidden edges. We will show and draw only the visible edges. Okay. So how can we enter into the isometric mode? There is a command called snap. You can choose style. If you go to the inside of style option, you can see standard and isometric. So as of now, we are using only the standard. So if you are going to shift to the isometric, choose I, and there is a vertical spacing and the horizontal spacing will come. No need to change anything. Okay. So immediately you have to press F9 key to switch off this option called snap. Okay. Now I'm going to take some example. Keeping that example, I'm going to explain the isometric. Okay. Imagine I have a box. On the three faces of the box, there is going to be a small rod going to be attached. Okay. So this is a top face, left face and right face. So how can I draw? First, I have to draw the box. Okay. So this is the top face, left face and right face of the box. Then I have to draw the cylindrical body on each faces. Then I have to do some editing commands to trim the unwanted lines so that I can bring this shape. Okay, right. So as usual, you're going to set the limits. See the cursor, it shows 0, 90, 180, 270. You can go for line. If you press ortho button, that means F8, what will happen? You will get x-axis, y-axis, okay, minus x-axis, minus y-axis lines. This is called standard mode, or we can say orthographic mode. Okay, keeping the standard mode, even you can draw isometric drawings, no problem. Let me try now. I'm going to draw the lines 50 in the direction of 30, at 50 in the direction of 90, at 50 in the direction of 210, at 50 in the direction of 270. This is right side face. Now I'm going to draw left side face. The line should go towards your left side. So at 50 in the direction of 150, at 50 in the direction of 90, at 50 in the direction of 330. This is left side face. So top side face, I have to construct. I can construct the lines, or I can keep the same lines here. I can use simplest way, keep the line here. Similarly, I can keep the lines like this. This seems to be a box, right? Now I have to construct a right side, left side, top side, a cylindrical body. As I said before, circle and arc should not be used. I should use ellipse command. If I go for ellipse command, again arc and center is coming. There is no option called isocircle. We have to get isocircle option here. Okay, it is not coming. Why the isocircle option is not coming here? Our mode or our drawing screen or our drawing area in the standard mode, or I can say orthographic mode. I have to shift this to isometric mode. So how can I shift? Snap. You can go to the style, isometric, enter. So snap is on now. I'm going to switch off the snap mode. Okay. Now you can see the screen. See the cursor, it shows the isometric snap. You can press F5 to shift the faces. It shows the top. You can see this isoplane top. So the cursor 4 line indicates the 4 lines of this face. This is a top. Okay. Similarly, again, if I press F5, it shows the right face. You can see the orientation of the snap cursor and the face lines. Again, if I press F5, it will show the isoplane left. Okay. Now you can try ellipse. You can see now isocircle option is appearing. Before it was not there. Why? Because that time our cursor is in standard mode. Now our cursor in isometric mode. You will get the isocircle now. I have to use isocircle. I am going to construct. Okay. So let me find out the center point. So I'm going to draw lines to the corners. Okay. I'm going to choose ellipse. Choose isocircle. Please remember, you should not use circle arc command in isometric. You should use only isocircle, which is available in ellipse command. Isocircle, as usual, center point. Okay. So now please check the orientation of the circle to the face. This isocircle is not perfect to the particular face. So I have to shift. So what I have to do now? Press F5. Okay. This is top. This is right. You can see at the command prompt, it shows the right. You can keep here. You can check. So this isocircle is perfectly fitting on the right face. Now it is asking us to give the radius. Let me give the radius 15. Okay. Similarly, first let me construct the isocircle on each faces. Ellipse. Now it has to be a cylindrical rod. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to copy the same circle in this direction. Okay. So ortho is on now. Okay, you no need to give the angle. You can see this. Ortho is on. So in the direction I want 50 mm. Just give 50. Enter. Similar way, you can choose the center point. You can see here. If suppose ortho is off, so what you can do? Add 50 to 110 degrees. So 180 plus 30 to 110 degrees. Okay. Right. Similarly, this one should be in up direction. So at 50 in the direction of 90. If you switch on ortho, it is very simple and easy for to construct. Now I have to connect these two circles to show as a cylinder. How can I connect? You have to use the quadrants. Okay, not tangents. You should not use tangent. You should use quadrants only. Okay, see this is a quadrant. Quadrant to quadrant. Similarly, again line quadrant to quadrant. Similarly, now I connected. So let me remove these reference lines. Still, it is not finished. Imagine if you have a cylinder. So what will happen? This cylinder will hide the edges of the boxes, right? So I have to trim those things so that it will be represented in a clear way. So we know that in isometric, we have to show only the visible edges. So I should remove the hidden edges. Okay. Trim, enter, directly go and select. Further, I need to cut the cylindrical backside edges also will not be seen. So, try to trim this. You can see now an object having cylinder rod on each faces like this. It seems to be a three-dimensional object, but see here cursor shows x and y direction. That means it is isometric. In another way, I can show you. Just go to the 3D orbit. Okay. Just rotate this. This is only XY line. You can see here. This is not 3-dimension. 3-dimension means in a Z direction you should have some volumes. You should have some faces. Okay. There is no phase in Z direction. Only X and Y. Okay. So what we did in XY plane, we are drawing the lines in a different angles. We are using the isocircle instead of circle and arc. We are bringing the 3-dimension view in the 2-dimension screen. This is called isometric. Okay, right. By keeping this idea, I'm going to give you some exercise to practice. So this is a mechanical sample, a square bolt. So you should have an imagination, you should have a capability, you should have a skill to draw an isometric by seeing the orthographic view. So this is the orthographic view, front view and side view. Keeping this, you are going to draw the isometric view of square bolt. This isometric view of square bolt will be looking like this. Similar way, this is isocircle, okay, and lines. This is also isocircle, radius is given. Okay, try this one. So this is an example of mechanical parts. Another simple example is called a civil engineering. Okay, so this is the isometric view of our drawing. So there is a information. Okay, keeping this information, okay, you are going to draw a lines and isocircle and you are going to bring this isometric drawing. Once you draw the isometric object, you can go for hatching inside like this. Okay, right. This is the end of session number 33. Next session, we are going to discuss about the utility commands. Thank you.